Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Now in the last episode that was quite successful with quite the high-speed trains and whatnot, but in this episode, well, we do have a few other things at mind right now. First of all, we still have one long-distance train, that is the one from Ripon to Sleepy Hollow, and another one from Yarmouth to Riverdale, right? So that is also another train where we still have some outdated tracks from time to time. Some of them are successful, but look at that, very old wagons and whatnot, and we need to change that as well. Plus, most of our train stations are pretty outdated by now. Look at them. We do have old platforms, old roofs, old buildings, and we can actually change all of that if we want to. That's the cool thing about it. We might just, for example, have or decide that we want to have some more modern roofs. Thing with that is though that, well, we do need to get rid of the old roofs first. And we also have the passage on the way, so I think not all of them have it though. Yeah, they have it there. But we can have these more modern things now. The problem with that is I cannot for the life of me find out how to upgrade the train station like that on the go. It would be amazing if that is possible. Unfortunately, it is not. So unfortunately, what we need to do is for each of these train stations, if I want to modernize them, well, I do need to get rid of the roofs, for example, like this, right? If I want to have a different roof, if I want to have a different building, I need to get rid of the building itself. Now, then I would be worrying about the no, actually it's working very good, so there is no message at the moment, right? So we get rid of these two buildings and then we add the new ones, and look at them. They just look much better. For example, the passenger one, I think we can squeeze in quite a big one here. There it is. That's for the passengers and also for the cargo. Oh, for the cargo it's actually still the same. The same old same that we have, and in that case let's use... Yeah, let's use this one here for that, right? But other than that, those buildings look much better there, the modern ones. I love the modern buildings for the train stations. Also the roofs look amazing. Not this odd green looking, washed out green roof that we have there, but a bit more beautiful. So let's just do that real quick. To this. Now this is looking quite different, right? We can have these waveforms or we can just have a straight roof. Either way, the result is amazing, especially with the lightning there as well. So I think it looks just much better, and of course the better my stations look, and so I'm pretty sure of the more people will come to it, the more people will be attracted by it. So that is one thing. Train station renovation would be one of those things that we need to do in a lot of stations at the moment. The other thing is, well, as I said, we still have another train route going here from Riverdale to Yarmouth. That is quite a long distance traveling with very outdated tracks. I think we have, yeah, besides the tracks that we need to update, we also have these very steep angles here, these very steep curves that, well, in a high distance or high speed train network shouldn't be there. The same goes, yeah, there we have a bridge. Bridges are never really good. At least I haven't figured out how we can increase the speed on that. This is looking fine here, so here we would just need to upgrade, I think. Yeah, and that is of course something that we need to do. It is not the most exciting thing, but it's absolutely necessary if we want to keep our trains profitable, because the older they get, the slower they get, the less profitable of course they are. By a certain date, people expect to be in a city at some point and not coming there with steam engines anymore in the year 1980, of course. So that is something we need to do. And just look at this. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible here for high speed stuff and whatnot, and of course is definitely hurting my train system a lot. So what we're going to do here is something that probably will lead to a lot of headache on my part, because we're disrupting, I think, 3 lines now here, or even 4 lines, because we're getting rid of these signals there as well, right, that are part of every line. But that is absolutely necessary, and here we even have a bigger problem, and that is this system here that we have. That is absolutely not okay for any high-speed stuff. Also, if we have, of course, the construction materials being then delivered, they could, of course, slow down my high-speed trains there as well. I have no idea, in that case, how, well, big that impact would be. We have 2 options, either way, or either we actually get rid of the connection here with the station at all, so the high speeds go down here by the coast, and the construction will still remain the same, or we have them merge for a very short period of time and hope that nothing bad happens. But as I already know from this game, it probably will happen. So in that case, I will have my own high-speed system that we have here. That wait a second. Does it need actually a connection here with something else? I need to check this now. I think we are delivering... Oh yes, we're delivering construction materials still with steam to Hornsey. That is a big difference though. That is a big deal. Do we want to keep that? Because... Wait a second. We have a connection with the port for the construction. And Hornsey, where is in Hornsey? Oh, it's on the other side though. This is hard, but we can still manage to do it. We can still deliver the construction by ship and deliver it then with trucks to this district here. I think this is the best option we have, and getting rid of the construction transportation here at all, you know, altogether. So we don't slow down the high-speed trains, because they're just so important to use. So let's do this real quick. Let's have our port here. Right, so we do need a decent sized port, of course, that we might actually have here. This should work. Let's get rid of that street here. And actually, perhaps we don't even need something here. Let's just see. I want to have some city medium street. That is something. Right. Ah, it's close, but it's not working. Right, so it only like captures that building here, and that's it. So we'll need what we need here is then a smaller depot, road depot, something like that. Let's have all of them connected here. Actually, this is not so good, right? Can we have it? Yeah, this is better. And then we can have a little road depot here, or truck depot, that is truck station, just here, or yeah, beside the port. I want to have this one to have beside the port. Too much curvature for a street. Are you serious? Okay, then let's have it like that. Right, so they have a connection now, and then we just need this standard truck unload station somewhere here in the center, where we have lots of construction demand. There it is, very good, because trucks can then just go in a circle around it, right? That's what we want. I think, do we have a road depot here? No, in Hornsey we don't even have public transportation at the moment. So let's also do that real quick. Let's have a road depot. How fast is Hornsey growing? 230% already, because it had the connection with the station and construction materials. So it's actually quite important to keep those things intact. Let's have the depot here as well. So just at the harbor area, right? So everything here. And then we just need to add a few of these stations. Do we want to have buses? I think we want to have buses, because, yeah, we also have some new buses available as well. And also the stations here updated to some more modern looking ones. I love how this progress continues, you know, through all of that. That's pretty cool. The city is not so small anymore. Should we have 2 stations or 2 lines here? No, wait a second. Let's have 1 line. That should be fine. That we can do that here. Let's just see. Of course, we need to incorporate the station, and I think with the station we have then the here, and here it probably starts, right? Then goes to the station, into that district here, into the center, very important. Then probably to the lower area here. And now it's the big question. Let's have a station here and a station here. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Right, this should be a fine bus line. This is Hornsey, so we're going to have a new bus line here now. Hornsey, where's my ship? There's my line. Right, let's start on that. We're starting here, and it goes then into the center, to the station, and there it's turning around back again to these stations there. Using this, having a circle here, and goes back. That's beautiful, I think. And this is bus Hornsey 1. Let's use the new buses that we have on that. Let's just see, there we have them, B key 670. Actually, that's a two-part bus, as we can see. This diesel bus was introduced to serve the busiest lines in the city of Beijing. Oh, an Asian bus, actually. In that regard, we don't need it. I'm going with the standard bus here, the MAN SL192, which was built in large numbers, standard city bus. Sounds good to me. Let's have 2 of them. And this is going to be in bus Hornsey. There we have it. And then we still need a second bus line, and that is from, or truck line in this regard, going to the truck unload station, right? And he's actually using that circle that I had in mind. Beautiful. And this one is truck Hornsey. Let's call it Hornsey, so we know where it is. And we also need the new buses or trucks that we have. Should we take that? I think we are going to take these Isuzu, the Japanese flat trucks. They can carry the construction materials, and I think 3 will be fine on it. Think about it, these are ships, so they have huge quantities of it. If it's not profitable, well, then it's not. Truck Hornsey 1. There we have that. For the line, I still need to do something though. Truck Hornsey 1, say in Hornsey transfer, only go fully loaded, right? Because otherwise we would be causing too much pollution, too much noise pollution in that district. That's fine. And now we just need to have a new ship line then as well. Do we have a large port here already? Yeah, we have. That's where the stone is coming in. And we're going to actually have a third, a fourth, a fifth ship line now. That is pretty cool. Going from Ripon Port to Hornsey branch, right? And this is ship construction 1. I'm going to call it. Now we just need shipyard. Let's just see what we got. The Viola or the Axelp. And we're going with the Axelp, of course. And 1 should be fine for now. Ship construction 1. Right, so there we got another ship. This is now delivering construction to Hornsey. Right, we still haven't finished though our high-speed train network. And in that regard, it's fine, because now we don't need a train connection here anymore between the station and Hornsey. Right, so we just have then here the high-speed tracks, and in that case, let's make it look like it passes the station, but actually it's not passing the station. This can go away anyway. It was my rail depot. We're going to have another one somewhere else. Right, a lot of replanning that we have to do here to make things really optimized for the future. Now we do have, let's see, I'm also using for the cargo transports the high-speed tracks now. They're a bit more expensive, but really who cares in that regard if I lose a bit of there. Right, so there we have the cargo then, and the high-speed, they're coming actually from down here. They're merging then at some point, coming out of the hills. So here. That's it. Right, I think this is much better working out then. And as we can see, it's a huge straight line that we have here now. Exactly what we need. And the cargo, well, the cargo is going to be a bit parallel to it, I think, for quite some time. We actually need, I don't think we need 2 tracks here for the cargo, right? It's only the construction that comes out here. And in that regard, it's then going to merge with the high speed here. Both of them are then continuing their journey to this end here, where they're coming together then for the stations. I think this should work out. Huh, we still have a bit of a curvature here that I don't like so much. Yeah, that's better, I think. And of course, for the second track here as well. Much better. So this, of course, it costs us a lot right now, but I think it will be very profitable then once we have the beautiful fast trains here. There's a problem. Beautiful. And here we just now need to, well, upgrade the whole thing once again. Of course, we will need to do the same thing for Sleepy Hollow, but I think I'm going to do this outside of recording. This is really a lot of work, and I just wanted to show you how much work it really is to do all of these things. That should be fine here now. There we still have a switch. Very good. Ah, yeah, Sleepy Hollow, we're going to do that later. And then it's going right into Ripon. Right, and from Ripon then we'll continue this track here, because this is going then to Yarmouth, right? Yeah. Here we already have some very good straight lines. So this is not a big deal. I think here comes the problem now. This is still fine. Still, all of it is fine. Very good. Yeah, and there we have a big curvature, but it's going right into the station here anyway. You know, so in that case, it doesn't matter that much. Going to upgrade those tracks here. Let's have a look at the station. Is it long enough? I don't think that is so long, right? Should we make it longer? Right now we could do it. No, I think it's fine. Beautiful. And there we have it. All of it is coming together now. Yarmouth Riverdale will be quite profitable, I hope so at least. Going then all the way up to this point here. Beautiful. I'm eager to see how it turns out then. Now, all the signals have been laid out once again, and well, it's time to actually modernize them, because look at them. I certainly wouldn't want to travel in one of these wagons here anymore if it were up to me. And those locomotives, while they were still okay, now they're pretty much outdated. So let's just manage the vehicles on this line. First of all, we got 3 trains on it. I'm pretty sure that we don't need that many. Where is number 1? Number 2 is just here as well. So I'm going to get rid of, I think, the one in the middle. I'm going to sell it, and the remaining ones we're going to modernize for TGV. Should we go with that? I think there is a demand for it, so let's go with that. Costs me 100 million to get 2 TGVs out there. I was so close to 1 billion, but well, we'll probably get it back anyway. Let's replace it. And there we got some new, really modern trains now. People actually who sit in this train now, they will think that, well, that is a nice ticket that I just bought there. I entered in a shabby looking car, and now I'm sitting in a TGV, and hopefully this will bring us new heights with the profit that I want so much. So now we got actually 3 very well maintained train lines that are very important to us: the Yarmouth Riverdale, the Riverdale Nelson, and the Ripon Bolton. Right, so these are the important ones. Now, we still have some other villages around us that are, in my opinion, quite important as well. Bentham, for example. Bentham is quickly growing, right? It has 360, it had 80 when I connected it. It's growing at 170% at the moment. The only quality is, station quality is not so good anymore. So here we can see it. It actually matters if I update my stations. This station has bad quality. I think also because there are not, there's just not enough trains passing through here. You know, there are 400 people waiting. I think this is the problem that we have here. This is reducing the growth for Bentham. And let's just see. Yeah, there's so many people here. We might just actually have a smaller airport here as well. Not a big one, but a small one, where we could then have, for example, some travel to Bolton. Right, so people can travel from Bentham to Bolton then with the small jets that we have now. I think this might be a nice thing, right, to have. So let's do this. Passenger airfield, really, I'm not going with anything much bigger. And as we can see, we should also place it a bit further outside, more or less. Perhaps even here, behind the train station. That might be something. Is that in the way of anything? I don't think so. Nope. And yeah, to Bolton it's quite a distance, but I think it's going to be used. And I want to see these smaller jets, really. Right, so there we have the airfield. It's never really going to be much more. If though, we do have the room here to improve. What we still need then to this airport here is, of course, a street. So we're going to have a smaller street connection then. Righto. And I think what we'll also need is a little bus that goes from the train station center here, where people already use it, you know, through Bentham. They're going to a train station, and they switch then if they want to go to the airfield, right? So all we need here, it's a bus system, right? Yes, it's a bus system. My goodness, I need to replace those buses. 1920, I think it was. Let's just get here the station. Right, and then all we need really is one line, goes from here, Manchester Road to Church Lane, and this is going to be bus Bentham 2. I think it's 2 because we already had one. So we should have a second one now, bus Bentham. There it is. Oh, this is wrong. Bentham 1. Never thought that I would have 2 bus lines here, but here we are. Let's also get it out. There we have the depot for it. And let's go with... Actually, let's go with the big one here. 500,000, that's quite a lot. For a bus, I mean. And there we got this one. This little cutie here. Right, this is one... This is actually a proper shuttle bus that we have, right? Because it has lots of space and it'll get the people now to and fro. Here we should probably upgrade. This is not looking good otherwise. Better. And this is now delivering the people. Hopefully we get some nice addition here then to the boost of Bentham. What I can do is I can get rid of this road depot here now. I don't want it here anymore. It's just not looking good. And let's go with these buses. That is another huge project that we should be doing. Replacing all of them with the standard city bus, right? That is cleaner, a bit more quiet, and of course can, deliver a few more people. And let's also just have another line now from Bentham Airport to Bolton Airport. I want to have one busy airport. That's my goal, you know, so where really a lot of planes are coming in and out, just to have a beautiful view of it, and Bolton is just the right spot, I think. Also, we have the space here. I mean, we still could make another airport, the main airport. Molten would come to mind. Or, yeah, Ripon. Ripon would be the central port, to be honest. So there might be a lot of traffic. For now, we go with Bolton. This is Air Bolton Bentham. And we're going to have now this little jet. The Hawker 900 XP is a modern mid-sized twin jet used for short and long distances. Can carry 14 people. And if we need more than that, well then we will probably just have a second one on this route. Let's just have a look at it. Beautiful. There it's coming out. Killing the pilot on the way of the bigger one. Oh, these planes are making a very good profit, even though they're not full. Probably have too many of them here on the line. Yeah, I think we'll have too many of them. That's just a beautiful, cute little aircraft. Amazing! So that's it for now. A lot of new additions. I will continue renovating train stations and tracks, and we'll see each other in the next episode. Stay tuned.